the priest while we still have him, because dude, you got to check out WWE Elimination Chamber.
Yes, man. This past Sunday was WWE's Elimination Chamber. Ooh, I gotta. Okay, all right. I was spending that much time. All right, let's get it.
You got it.
WWE Elimination Chamber took place in Arizona. It was, man, I was highly surprised. I mean, it's one of those sort of things where SmackDown is just firing on all cylinders. I mean, it was just from top to bottom. I'm just gonna go out there and say it right now. This was the best pay-per-view that I've seen in a long time. SmackDown's the best in a long time that I've seen. I mean, Elimination Chamber just flew on all cylinders. I mean, one of the things I want to highlight now, and I'll probably spend a bulk of my time talking about this, is out of the 7 main matches for the main card, 3 of those matches featured women. In terms of 3 matches that were specifically women's singles matches. It wasn't how you see with WWE in the past, where they'll shove like a 12-person Divas match, where they'll shove freaking 12 women to fight, and
it'll be a 3-minute match.
It'll be like a 3-minute match, and they all go in there, do the finishing move, and that's it, which is a slap in the face to women's wrestling. But this was great to see 3 stellar women's matches. It's just amazing just how well
they were actually good, because some of them
were amazing. I mean, I have friends of mine who are like, I don't really watch women's wrestling like that.
It's catching up, though.
But it's catching up, and it was just a very amazing match. I mean, one of my favorites was when Nikki Bella went up against Natalya, who is the daughter of Jimmy Anvil Neidhart, who is a niece of Bret Hart. I mean, they sat back and they built the storyline so well, to the point where when you hear their promos, it just got... That's
the thing they haven't done with women's wrestling, is build the story.
Exactly.
You know they're trying to like putting them in there. Let's let them fight. You know what I mean? They're cute. They're going to beat each other up.
Pull hair on a stupid stuff unknown. Like they spend literally months building us up for Natalya and Nikki Bella. I mean, to the point where Natalya was just saying all types of nasty things like, "You'll never be a mother. You'll never have children. Your husband, if I wasn't married, John Cena will be with me. He'll never marry you."
Wow.
That's the dirtiest women insults ever.
Where did that come from?
That ain't no joke.
Like, the only reason you hear is because your good looks, and your looks will fade. Like, it's horrible.
Wow.
Horrible stuff. Like, it was just like, oh my God. Like,
that's dirty.
But it was dirty. Then she turned out to be an amazing heel. So I'm very happy for her to be such a bad heel. It was just a great match. I mean, it's one of those sort of things where Nikki Bella actually did some great wrestling moves. So I mean, it was funny to hear the commentators big that up. Like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at Nikki Bella. Reach into her arsenal. Because, I mean, years
something's
past,
actually coming on. Yeah.
Exactly. Years past, all she did was look pretty. So, it's just great to see Natalya build it up. It was just so, I mean, it reached into real life, and the lines were blurred with real life. And I think that's why it makes SmackDown better with their story writing. They blur the lines of reality. So everyone knows that Nikki Bella's in a relationship with John Cena. Little things like when Natalya went to the concession stand, it's like, look at this, John Cena's t-shirt and Nikki Bella's. Really, the only reason you're here is because you're his boyfriend, you're banging him, and you're nobody. Like, it was just like she built it up so well.
That's
just
so
a
good.
nasty heel.
That's so good.
So it's just awesome.
That feels a little more. That feels a little more in the storyline. That feels like personal.
I mean, and that's the thing. They're building a storyline to reflect reality.
Oh,
so you're bought in. They're purposely doing that.
Because they know that's going to touch. That's what people know. They have the show. You know what I mean? Like, how do we get to these people? How do we affect them?
All the time. Because of the show, I mean, you see the same thing with when The Miz called out Renee Young. Was like she said something like, you're going to lose against Dean Ambrose. He goes, well, I'm going to lose. Only reason you're saying that because you're banging him. Then she slapped in her face and stormed off the ring. You're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
So it's just like blurring the line of reality and fantasy with SmackDown specifically.
A lot of wrestling is doing that. It's like playing on. We know storylines,
and it's smart.
We know this, so we gotta.
SmackDown's doing that. Raw's not. Raw's just straight textbook. I mean, so when you pile through this pay-per-view, Naomi beat Alexa Bliss, and it was great because it's one of those sort of things is that we haven't seen a black women's champion in a long time. I think since not even Miss Jackie. I think Jazz had it for a short period, and it's been a while. Time. It's been a long time. So for Naomi to get it, the fans chanted, "You deserve it," So it was a great look for her. So overall, it was great for that particular match. Let me continue through here. The Elimination Chamber itself, they just recently altered the actual chamber. The chamber used to be a circular format. Now they made it to square. I'm feeling the circle, but it's whatever. Little minor things. Man, that match was just amazing. Break down the participants. So you had AJ Styles, who just recently lost his belt. John Cena, who recently got the belt. The Miz, Dean Ambrose, Baron Corbin, and Bray Wyatt. And the match was just done incredibly well. High spots. One of the things that AJ Styles does very well, he sells a move. I mean, he's such a light guy. He flew up in the air and he flies to the ground, just slams to the ground. You're like, oh, that must hurt. But the way the story was told very well. I mean, there were certain things I was looking for. I was looking for great utilization of the cage or of the chamber. So AJ Styles got flung into the cage very, very hard. So you know he took a bad hit. It was like, great. That's what I wanted to see. I mean, for those who aren't familiar with the Elimination Chamber.
Looks like he hurt himself. I was waiting for him.
I am waiting for him. There's certain milestones you want in a match. Like if there's a cage match, somebody got to bleed. It's just what it is. So the Elimination Chamber, because it's a square now, each corner has a pod in which the wrestler waits in a pod for 5 minutes. So it starts off with 2 wrestlers. 5 minutes hits. The timer goes off. It looks like you're watching Rick and Press Your Luck. The screen blinks between each pod, and one pod gets chosen. The guy comes out, and it's a 3-way, then it's a 4-way, and it's a 5-way, and they keep in a 6-way, and then they fight. So I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, somebody got to break a pod. Somebody has to get ran through the pod, and the glass has to break. I'm waiting for that to happen. That happened. Dean Ambrose got thrown into the pod, and the pod broke, and that was it.
But doesn't that seem a little formulaic?
Yes and no. I mean, it's one of those sort of things I know what I'm waiting for. Mm-hmm. So those certain milestones you have to hit. Once again, like I said, when it comes to like a cage match, somebody has to bleed. When you bring, but you can also know what you're throw through a table. Like I don't need to know when it's gonna happen. I need to know it has to happen.
Yeah, but you're waiting for something because you enjoy it too. Exactly. You know what I mean? You're like, I know this is gonna happen, but that's not gonna stop me from enjoying it when it does. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can do it a million times. And it's still
comedy. I see a pie. Someone's getting in the face.
Exactly. Yes. The pie's there. I'm expecting somebody to get hit in the face. If not, I got a problem because you messed up something I'm expecting. But the outcome of this match was something that I hoped, but I wasn't expecting. And the outcome is that Bray Wyatt became WWE champion.
Man, this guy deserves so much, dude.
The crowd went nuts because it's one of those sort of things where you had a feeling you wanted him to win, but you didn't think the company was ready to throw the strap on him like that. But you know he could carry it. They gave him the strap, and it was just great. I mean, it ended with him and AJ Styles in the ring. Amazing. When Cena got pinned, the crowd was just in shock because he just won the belt like Rick 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So for him to drop the belt that fast, mind you, he just tied Flair. Johnny and I talked about that the last show. He tied H, and he dropped the belt 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
In this Elimination Chamber, which is mind-blowing.
Which is funny because it's like this guy that's got the incredible push, which Cena has, is doing the best wrestling of his career recently, and people have not really been following him so much just because he's gotten that push. And then Bray Wyatt, who's an incredible wrestler, has not got any push, is finally getting it. You know what I mean? You're seeing this happen, and it's like I'm so happy because like he is such a good wrestler. He's such a good character, and he has not got any respect in this company at all. I agree. It's good to see him actually like come out on top because man, that guy can do it.
Absolutely, man. So, I mean, he comes from a great wrestling pedigree. A lot of folks don't know. For those of you who are fans of IRS, Erwin R. Shyster, Michael K. Wall Street, or whatever.
Rolls right off your tongue, doesn't it?
That's his kid. That's his son.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Him and Bo Dallas are brothers. Both the kids of IRS.
Dude, news to me.
Bray Wyatt was Husky Harris before he became Bray Wyatt. Chubby dude with a stubble beard and a short haircut. Grew his hair out, grew a long beard, and now he's Bray Wyatt, the eater of worlds, and just his gimmick sticks. And Adam, you're absolutely right. For a guy who earned his keep. He wasn't rushed to the top, but he earned it. It was amazing. So, I mean, overall, watch this. I mean, watching Randy Orton go up against Luke Harper. I mean, Harper jobbed the Orton, but man, that was a great match. You see Harper, a big guy like him, go flying around. He did a drop kick, standing drop kick. I mean, this dude's got to be like 6'3", like 250. He just did a straight standing drop kick Orton in the face. It was just amazing. Great match. I mean, they utilized the ring very, very well. The American Alpha kept their belts in a tornado tag team turmoil match. Great match. See that. Once again, overall, this was just a great pay-per-view. Even watch Becky Lynch go up against Mickie James. It was great seeing Mickie James back after her 7-year layoff in WWE. 37 years old, looks like a fox. I mean, whoa, she can still move. It was just great to see her go up against Becky Lynch and kind of continue that redefinition of the women's division. So overall, this pay-per-view was very progressive with the amount of women that it had, headlining matches. I mean, great, solid matches, great wrestling. And just the men rose to the occasion as well. Overall, I'm telling you right now, see this pay-per-view. The Raw brand is shook because of how well this went. So I'm telling you right now, by hook or by crook, see this pay-per-view.
Damn. Radio's clean, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, appreciate it. And want to thank you all for